Sup guys, Jake here, and we are back with a new playthrough, and at this time I don't know if I'm going to play through this whole game, but I at least kind of want to just give my first impressions. I feel like I'm obligated to do that since I love Halo. Uh, it's kind of where my name came from, Jake's BR Just. It's a stupid name. Whenever you would eliminate a player, it would say Jake's battle rifle just killed you. Dumb name, but you know what? That's kind of what gamer tags and usernames are. So yeah, I love Halo though. I've been playing Halo 1, 2, 3. I started playing Halo 1, like when it came out on the Xbox. Played Halo 2 and got like super into the multiplayer in Halo 3 for like 5 years, and I like played the heck out of it. It was one of my favorite games ever to play online, and played a little bit of Reach, and then I wasn't a big fan of it, and everything after that I was like whatever. But yeah, this is like the second remake of Halo Combat Evolved. I've already started playing it, but I'll start over just to the first mission on Legendary. Playing on Bumper Jumper, but I swapped Circle and Square because I don't know why they made Circle. By default, Bumper Jumper has Circle to reload, which is like extremely weird. Stick layouts default. Warthog controls, I think I've changed. Just like a lot of basic. Oh yeah, dead zones low, sensitivity is max. No vibration. Hold to crouch. You know, I think I prefer toggle crouch, but hold to crouch is like, that's how Halo was back in the day. So I pretty much just made the controls to how Halo used to be, back in the day, which is kind of crazy to say. It's kind of crazy to think that this game's over 20 years old. Of course, take off motion blur, take off screen shake. We don't need all that. Just like the default, like setting changes. Friendly fire, turn that on, absolutely. Field of view, turn that up, which is kind of nice actually. Like this is one of the nice new features of this remake. What else? I haven't really played too much of this stuff down here. I think I turned off like hints. Like I don't need hints. Accessibility. I think that's all. Whatever. Yeah. Okay, so I already beat the first level in Legendary, and I guess I'll just beat it again, because yeah, it's a cool level. The Pillar of Autumn, and I don't know if I'm going to commit to, what does it say? Any mission to life points. Sure. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do a whole playthrough again. I just kind of want to give my first impressions because, I've been playing Halo 1 or Halo forever. And Halo 3 was one of my favorite games like ever to play, like multiplayer wise, like all that. So, and I'm honestly just gonna skip the cutscenes. If you want to see the cutscenes, other people play them, but I'm just gonna go ahead and jump in straight to the action. So put on Bumper Jumper. The game, so like first impressions so far, it looks, looks like as a game should look now, I guess. Like it looks solid. There's also sprint in this game, which is very controversial. I personally don't like sprint. Also, there's a skull up here you can collect. But if you want to get up there, you have to crouch jump. So you can't. Oh, actually, you can make it without crouch jumping. You kind of get some speed, and you can do it. But if you crouch jump, where you jump and you hold crouch, makes it a lot easier, and you can grab that skull. But yeah, first impressions, there's sprint. Sprint's just really weird because you already move fast. I mean, any Halo player, like real Halo player, understands that sprint is like not necessary, and it's really true for this game as well. Like it's almost like comical because like you have sprint. And maybe it'd be nice for like speed running, but honestly, like from a gameplay point of view, it just feels so worthless. Like I'm sprinting right now, and you have infinite sprint. Like there's no like stamina. but it just feels like it feels like you're not going that much faster. Like it just doesn't feel like needed. Like an unnecessary mechanic.
We have to stop them from taking the bridge.
Also, there's another skull you can get down here. That's skull number 2. Those are the only 2 skulls I've found so far, but yeah, cool stuff to find. Cool to have those secrets, and yeah, sprint is just weird. Like it's like this is. Let me try to show you once I get my gun out. If I go over here, like you can see. All right, so this is without sprint. Like if I go from here to here, that's without sprint. Okay. Now if I do this with sprint, like it just feels like I'm not really going that much faster. Your default speed is already fast. So sprint in this game, it feels like a joke. It feels like the devs are pushed by like upper management or something to be like, hey, we got to put it in sprint, and this looks goofy, man. Like this looks stupid. So thankfully, you know, you really don't need to be sprinting. Like your default movement speed is great, you know, just as it was back then, you know, just as it is in like, you know, like Doom and like the classic, you know, some of the best FPSs without sprint. Well, Doom actually had sprint, but you literally hold it down all the time. This is not necessary, but it's an option. It's there. It's kind of stupid, but on the bright side, maybe it'll make speedrunning cool. You know, maybe it's nice to just kind of run through the level like I'm kind of doing now. Like I'm kind of using sprint, but it's kind of silly. I'll say that. Oh, for positive notes, as you can see, I lowered my dead zone, so aiming feels really nice in this game. It feels pretty good. You know, the Halo C pistol is feeling pretty good. Kind of has like some bloom to it. Like if you spam it, kind of has some bloom. I don't remember if it was like that back then. I think the Halo CE pistol, if you like let go of the trigger, the bloom would always reset. So I think it's kind of nerfed. I don't remember exactly.
Marines could use some help, Chief. Do what you do best.
I got the OG. The OG AR here. What is that? That's about ammo. But yeah, honestly, it's just really nice to be playing Halo again. Like, is this remake perfect? No, I don't think so. But it does have 4-player co-op, which is really cool. Has online, has cross-platform. So like all that together, I can look past like the negatives. Mostly, like as a real like Halo player back in the day, like yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Like I don't know, it's very like I said, kind of disturbing to have like sprint in this game because it kind of like questions, you know, if they remake 2 or 3 and they try to do multiplayer, they're probably gonna screw it up. Like if you could do this in multiplayer, like it's gonna be stupid because you're just gonna be running faster like sometimes than others. So campaign, whatever, it's fine, but like multiplayer, you're gonna have problems, like for sure. So for what it's worth, this game first impression is pretty cool so far, but it is kind of concerning for the future. You know, like if you try to make Halo 2, Halo 3 multiplayer, even Halo 1 multiplayer, I don't really know how like sprint's gonna work. The field of view is nice. Like for positives, like I said, field of view is looking good. Dead zone for aiming is really nice. So aiming feels pretty accurate. So like things like that, I do appreciate. Like I'll be honest and say that like, I really appreciate that. Like those are good quality of life modern features. Sprint is not a quality of life modern feature. It's just kind of weird and like cringe almost that it's in the game. Like it just look at this. You're like barely going faster, and it's just weird. It just looks weird. It looks, I don't know, man. But the game. Oh, an SMG. See, okay, this is strange. This is strange because there was no SMG
Extensive.
in
I don't know how much more abuse the
Halo
auto can
1.
take.
So I'm actually going to use this a little bit. I didn't even know that they had that.
Keep your head down. There's two
Oh,
of us
oops.
in here now, remember?
Did not mean to do that.
What the hell? Did something just hit us?
Let's just use the plasma pistol.
Damage
I
to
never
the
really liked the
structure
SMG
is
anyway.
excessive. I don't know how much more abuse the autumn can take.
Oh, Sole. Alright. Yeah, classic noob combo. The pistols are like the best weapons in the game still, which is cool. Here's a new feature too, by the way. So when you grab equipment, when you grab the overshield, you have to press circle or whatever to activate it. So now it's activated, but it doesn't deplete, like it stays there. So it's interesting. Like I think the overshield in the feature games, like Halo 2 and 3, at least in Halo 3 from what I remember, when you get overshield, it'll like slowly deplete. And what's kind of cool is you can kind of like keep an extra overshield, which I don't think you could. Pretty sure you can do that in Halo. I think Halo 1 gave you like 2 layers of shields, overshields. I think this one just gives you 1 layer, so you know, interesting little change. Oh, and I forgot to mention too. So the plasma pistol is amazing. So this is the problem in this game. That's the fastest you could shoot the plasma pistol in this game. And the original Halo 1, you could shoot it much faster. So they like nerfed how fast you could shoot the plasma pistol, which I think is really lame. You know, they should have just kept things faithful to the original. Like that's like, you know, you're gonna have like sprint and you know change things, but you're gonna like screw up the plasma pistol. Like, I don't know, man. But you can still do the noob combo. Yeah, first level, still a classic, still good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing. I'm pretty sure there is. Like overall, is this game worth getting? Like if I had to say like an overall. So far, I'm enjoying it. So far, I'm glad I got it. Is it worth $70 like to get it early? No, I would wait if you can. Get it for $50. I'd even say wait to get it like pre-owned GameFly. Like physical, if you could, you know, for even cheaper. I would say this game is like worth 30 or 40. I would say that's fair. Mainly for the fact that it has online cross-platform 4-player co-op. That is really cool. Like that's like a dream come true for like a lot of Halo players who love the Halo 1 campaign, right? It was a dream come true back in the day on Halo 3 when that was like the first game that offered 4-player co-op. Like that was awesome. So to have that here, I still need to play it. I've only done 2-player co-op so far, which has been really fun. But 4-player co-op, you know, I'm super excited to play with some of my friends that I had back in the day. You know, when we play like Halo 3 online. Whoa, jeez, man. Whoa, you're lagging there, buddy. All right. But yeah, for the most part, I would say this is worth it, but maybe wait for it to go down in price. Yeah, sprint's a weird decision. There is another weird decision that they made in the second level. So I just barely started the second level a little bit, but I don't know if anybody remembers. If you go out of bounds, in certain games, it'll say like "Return to Battlefield," and I've always hated that because it like limits the player from exploring, you know, like the level or out of bounds or whatever. And unfortunately, in this game, they have that stupid mechanic where you like, they have that dumb mechanic where it's like if you're out of bounds, the game is forces you into the player area by just killing you for no reason.
Looking for the infidel. Where did the heretic go?
Keep your head down. There's 2 of us.
Oh, I'm dead.
Remember?
Man, just ran at me.
That's a hit.
All right.
New location. Still standing.
Oh, and I didn't even mention it, but one big change, one obvious big change, is that there's no
Heretic in sight.
oops, that's not a plasma.
Fire. Heretics attack.
There's no health bar in this game. Well, sorry, there is a health bar, but it's regenerating. So there's no like med kits or whatever, which is a strange choice. I guess, you know,
There's 2 of us in here now, remember?
regenerating health is like
Investigate that sector.
a quality of life mechanic, so they didn't want to mess with that, which honestly, I don't mind the change. I don't think I would prefer to have like med kits because that's kind of how it was, but maybe it's a little bit better for multiplayer, right? Because you're not going around being like, okay, that was funny. That was funny. Maybe it's better for 4-player co-op because you're not really going around being like, where's the med kits? So I can understand that. Also, I keep forgetting to change the names.
Keep your head down. There's 2 of us in here now, remember?
So that's another change. Like, yeah, there's no med kits. You have regenerating, not just regenerating shield, but regenerating health. Dude, there are so many dudes.
The enemy is located.
Okay. Yeah, Halo 1 was one of my favorite campaigns. I think it probably was my favorite Halo campaign. There's a lot of nostalgia, you know, it's just, it kind of had the mystery of like, who's the Covenant, what's the Halo, so it kind of had that benefit going on, which is really cool. More overshields. So yeah, I would just burn one and then pick up another one. There's just like interesting design choices. Like one thing I remember too is like I remember the plasma pistol particle effects being like really cool in Halo 1. Like you could shoot the wall and see the particles like hit the floor. So it's like, and like, you know, over 20 years later, and like it looks kind of worse, honestly. Like it doesn't look bad, but it's like, I think it kind of has that effect. But I think it literally looked better, I think 20 years ago. Like for the just like the detail. It's like, yeah, like the big picture, like this looks kind of cool and all that. It was kind of strange. I don't really know what I'm looking at, but like the little details I think still hold very well in Halo 1, like classic, you know. So there's like that. There is a flashlight in this game. The up button, up on the D-pad. Yee. There we go. Hit him with that strafe. There we go. Alright. Almost died to a grunt. Yeah, what else is there to say? Generating health, sprint. See, if you notice, like, most of the time I'm not even using sprint. It's just like I'll remember it's a feature and then I'll start sprinting around. I'm like, oh, this is kind of like, you really don't need it. It's so like vestigial and unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. So it's like, to me, this right here, this sprint, this proves to me that, like, you know, not the developers, but like the lead, the game designers, are whoever is in charge of the game design doesn't understand like the greatness of Halo. You know, I think they captured it mostly so far from the first level when I played, but like things like this, it's just like this is so unnecessary, you know? Like it's like, yeah, you capture the greatness of Halo. It's like you brought turkey and Thanksgiving, but you also brought like cotton candy to Thanksgiving. It's like what are you doing, man? You know, like I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know, thanks for bringing the turkey, but did you really need to bring the cotton candy? Did you have to bring like the carnival? Did you have to bring the circus?
Above us.
I'm in position.
I feel like the voices for the most part are pretty good.
Live grenade.
There's also like hit markers now, which I think you might be able to turn them off. I don't really know how I feel about them. I don't really care. They don't really bother me personally. It is kind of nice to know when you like confirm a kill, I guess, in case you don't know. You can see the little hit marker and be like, oh yeah, for sure killed like the enemy. I guess that's kind of nice. Oh, nice shot. I think it's kind of nice having regenerating health. I don't mind that change. Like, that's like a positive change. I don't think I mind, if I'm being honest. I do mind sprint a little bit. Like, at least, like I said, at least sprint doesn't ruin the flow of the game. Like, if it was multiplayer, it would mess it up. But because it's just campaign, you know, sprint is like whatever. But it's very disturbing. It's like I said, it's like bringing cotton candy to Thanksgiving. And you're like, who brought the cotton candy? And it's like, oh, this idiot. And it's like, all right, well, I guess I'll eat some. But, you know, I'm definitely getting that turkey, though. You know what I mean? It's like, it's there if you want to use it. Honestly, probably my least favorite changes so far is the Plaza Pistol one, like I was mentioning. It's like, it just shoots way slower. Like, they just nerfed it, you know, and it's like, I don't really see a reason to nerf if it's campaign, right? Like, if it was multiplayer, and you're trying to balance things, then sure, but there is no multiplayer. Like, this is just a campaign. I think there's still a grunt over here. No, never mind. Like, maybe it's nice for this instance if I'm just kind of running from point A to point B and I'm not really, like, I know I'm not running into enemies. Like, maybe it's kind of nice to just have sprint. Like, fine. But what it kind of tells me is, like, hey, if we're making a multiplayer game, expect sprint. Expect to, like, have people run up in your face. You know, even something like Fortnite. Like, Fortnite, I guess it technically has sprint. Well, no, now it actually introduced, like, a full-on sprint. Never mind. I was going to say Fortnite doesn't really need sprint. Maybe if you're doing, like, build mode. I don't know, sprint's just weird. It's just, it doesn't need to be in a lot of games, especially Halo, where your default movement speed's pretty fast.
The life pods are launching. We should hurry. The Covenant are destroying the life pods. They really don't want us on that ring. We have to use the ship's maintenance access ways. Follow the nav point. It will lead you to an opening.
Get the flashlight here. So yeah, if you played Halo 1, you probably recognize these, like, little hallways. You probably recognize, you know, it's the very first level. You probably recognize this level, but, you know, it's just a classic. It's an absolute classic. Halo 1 was, you know, back then was one of the greatest campaigns, and I think it still lives up. Still lives up pretty good. Oops, did not mean to do that.
Taking fire!
I don't know how that didn't kill him. I think the other guy came around. Whatever.
If you can get behind them, one melee hit to the back will neutralize most hostiles.
I see an unclean one. Hostile cover!
Eee. Oh, I'm about to die. And covering nade. Classic runaway nade behind you. You ever play multiplayer? You know what that's like. Oh, geez, geez, geez.
Under fire! Heretics attack!
Jeez, man.
I will chase them.
Get out of here.
Tracker shows all clear.
Yep. So the gameplay feels great. The gameplay does feel great. For the most part. It feels, you know, what I remember. Wait, I remember there was something over here. Is this where I came from? No, I think this is where I came from. I feel like there was like another vent that went somewhere else, some crazy... Wait, is that where I came from? No? I don't think this is where I came from. Wait, yeah, it is. Oh, there's just multiple ways in that room. See, I haven't played this game in a while. I have not played this game in a while. Alright, nothing over here. Never mind. Never mind. But yeah, obviously I haven't finished this remake yet, so I don't really have like a final verdict of like, oh yeah, you should definitely get it, you should definitely not get it, you know, like, as a Halo player, someone who enjoyed Halo back in the day, I can say so far, on the first level, and I also did the co-op of the first bonus level, it's pretty cool. There's some weird decisions, but, like I said, it's like getting Thanksgiving and you're still getting your turkey, but some idiot brings cotton candy and it's just kind of like, huh? But, you know, it's like whatever, you still get your turkey. I wonder if I can run past all this. Some old Dark Souls strats. You guys want to see my Dark Souls strats? Just run past everything. Actually might work.
This position. Sight.
Oh my god, it actually is kind of working. Oh my god, that actually worked. Wait, if you do the overshield, it like... If you use the overshield, it gives you invincibility temporarily.
That lifeboat is our only way off this ship. Kill those Covenant before they blow the airlock.
Oh no! Wait, I went behind them? Oh, so it makes you kill them. That's funny. What are you doing, brother? Alright. Oh, that was kind of funny. You can just literally run past everything with the overshield. That's kind of cheap. Because you can activate it whenever you want. And I think, like in the original Halos, it kind of gives you like an invincibility period. That's hilarious.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
Punch it.
So again, the cutscenes are fine. I don't think I have like an issue with them. I honestly don't really remember the cutscenes too much, you know, from the original, because I was like a kid. But they seem fine. Obviously, loading's fast. And yeah.
Chief,
Again, apologies for skipping all the cutscenes, but you can watch someone else's cutscenes if you're just like kind of watching someone play. And yeah, look at this level. Has always been a beautiful level. Absolutely stunning. and I think for the most part they did it justice. I think for the most part they did it justice. And you know what I would like to see actually is like a side-by-side comparison with the original, as well as the anniversary like remake they did, to give it like the Halo Reach graphics. I remember not liking that one too much. Like they made the sounds weird and like when you change the graphics, there's literally like a mountain that wasn't even there. But here's one thing I want to show real quick, and then I'll probably end it for now. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do a full playthrough, but first impressions aren't bad, but there's questionable decisions. But it's fun. But this is the most questionable decision I've seen. Is if you try to explore outside the map, it gives you this return to battlefield, and then dead. So
Warning, I've detected incoming
I think that is really stupid. I've always hated that when games do that. I think it's extremely lazy. I think it's, you know, there's different options to do that, right? There's invisible walls, there's return to battlefield, or just let the player explore. Like, I think you might be able to get down here. Oops. No, maybe you can't get down there. But like that was, you know, as you know, when you're young and a kid and you're playing these games when they first come out, like one of my favorite things to do was to just explore these really cool areas. Oh, it's good. I think that happened in the original game, to be fair. I don't think you can actually stand down there. But the whole return to battlefield thing, like, let's see if we can get it to show up somewhere else. Maybe like over here, maybe. It's just, it takes you out of the game so much, because it's like you're trying to just like enjoy the scenery, you're trying to explore, trying to find skulls, you know, and it just says, oh, hey, return to battlefield. That to me is just like a slap to the face, and it's like, hey, you're playing a video game and you're not playing it the way we want you to play it, you know? Like I almost would have preferred invisible walls. Now invisible walls are more annoying,
Alert, Covenant
but
dropship inbound.
the
Must
best
be looking for
solution
survivors.
for that kind of BS
Immediate evasion.
is design your level better to where, you know, like you can't just get out of bounds like that, right? But I don't know. Maybe it should have been faithful to the original Halo, where you can just actually get out of bounds or get, you know, out of the map and do whatever. Like, why not, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe you get people and they're like, "Hey, check it out! I'm out of bounds. This game is broken." You know, like maybe people would say that. You know, I don't know. But I wonder if we could cheese getting around here. Let's just see if we can get to the first checkpoint. I know there's a bunch of enemies that come out here. Let's try to sneak by them. Just sprint around them. Dude, if you could sprint through the whole game, that'd be kind of funny. Am I gonna get a checkpoint? Did that actually work? I'm
reading a life
Checkpoint
guide.
done?
Next hill.
That actually
Check to
worked?
see if there are any survivors.
I should try doing that in the original. I don't remember if that worked or not. Okay, let's save and exit. So that's it for now. This game is pretty cool. Like I said, to have the ability to do 4-player co-op is pretty amazing. And I feel like as someone who loved Halo back then, I owe some kind of video, some kind of thought, some kind of like first impression. And that's, you know, what this is pretty much. So will I play through the rest of this game? Yes, but I don't know if I'm going to record it. I might not record it. I might just play with friends, play co-op, you know, like, honestly, just enjoy the playthrough and just, you know, not really narrate it as much. Oh, and then one cool thing, too, is I got, like, the pre-order or whatever, and the premium edition. So you get these, like, different skins. I kind of wish you could look at the skin, like, with a 3D model, like you could, you know, like, in the older games. It's kind of like spin Master Chief around to see like what the armor looks like, but I was rocking this one because it kind of has like a mobile armor. I was kind of thinking like Gundam or something, almost like an Armored Core from the Armored Core, the FromSoft game. But yeah, these skins look interesting. Here's your like new version of Mark V. Here's your classic Mark V from the original game, which I always loved the way it looked. These new types, Gilded Onyx, Splintered Warden. I mean, this looks kind of funky, but I dig it. Might wear it. Lachagos, so that's pretty cool. Just rocking this one. I'll probably change it out though. Timberwolf. This kind of looks like some kind of Halo Reach armor, so I probably won't use it. Gestalts. I mean, kind of looks like a hunter actually. Yeah, look at it. It's actually kind of cool. Maybe I'll use that. I'll use that next time. Looks like like the hunter armor for sure. I didn't even realize that. This one's cool too. Silver Anniversary. Yeah, and then different weapon skins you can use as well. I'm using the classic AR, but there's also these other weird ones. The battle rifle. The battle rifle feels pretty good in this game. Yeah, this looks stupid. I don't know. Like, what is this supposed to be? Like, how do you do that to my BR, man? Like, come on. Energy sword. I mean, I just have all these classics. I don't want any like weird skins on them. I don't really care. The Magnum. This one looks kind of cool. Maybe I'll change that up. But I have the classic standard issue. The sniper. It's like they almost go like too overboard, I guess it's kind of cool, but yeah. Rocket launchers. I mean, this one looks alright, but stick with the classic. Fuel rod. That was kind of cool. And you know what? That kind of makes sense because the hunters kind of have that fuel rod, so that's actually kind of a cool skin. But that is it for the skins and the whatever. And yeah, there's also bonus missions if I didn't mention that yet. I've played through the first one so far. As you can see, I have the first one done. I wish it would say like what I beat it on. I don't think it actually tells you what you beat it on, but I definitely beat it co-op legendary. Yeah, I think that's really all I have to say. So overall, if you love Halo, this is sick. This is cool. It has its faults. It has its concerns with like sprint, return to battlefield, having like the cap on the plasma pistol, like nerfing it essentially. Those are just really weird changes that I don't think were necessary. But cup half full and cup mostly full, you have things like dead zone adjustment, field of view slider, so, and 4-player online co-op, which is a big plus. So yeah, I recommend getting this physically. So I was talking about like physical media and how that's going away on PS5. Get it physically. I got it digitally because I want to play it early, but get it physically. Go ahead and wait a little bit. Physically, get it used, get it cheap. I'd say $30 to $40 sounds fair. And play with some friends. Play with some friends you played back in the day. Play online co-op and have a good time. So this game does offer that, and it honestly feels good. It feels like Halo 1, and that's the most important thing. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks to anybody for checking this out. Let me know if you're playing this game and if you're enjoying it. And yeah, I hope you guys check this out and have a good time. Like I said, for me, I still need to finish this. I barely beat like the first level of both the campaign and the bonus missions. So I got a lot of play still. I got my playthrough to play through still. But I'm excited to play. I'm excited to have a good time with some Halo friends I had back in the day. So that's it for this. Thanks to anyone for checking this out, and hope you all have a good one. So take it easy.